At the Indonesian Masters 6 years ago, back in 2015, he's up against the number 6 seed, the Asian Games gold medalist Jonatan Christie. So this match will be from the bottom half of the draw, and we can see that the World Junior Champion, three-time World Junior Champion, Vidizan, he's safely through, having beaten Rustavito. And Anders Antonsen, who will be very much hoping to make it 3 finals in 3 years at this particular event, because he was winner of this title back in 2019, got beaten in the final in 2020. Anders Antonsen came through against his teammate Vitinghus in 2 straight games. So this bottom half of the draw, we will be seeing both of these matches in this afternoon's programme. But first of all, it is the former world number 1 Kidambi Srikanth against Jonatan Christie. Victor Axelsen, well, apart from playing 1 point in the French Open before he retired, having not recovered after his final in Denmark, well, the last time he failed to reach a final here, Morten, was the 2019 Indonesian Masters, wasn't it? Or was it the 2020? It was the 2020, I do beg your pardon.
You're talking about Victor Axelsen.
Victor Axelsen, the last time he failed to reach a final of any individual tournament he played was the 2020 Indonesian Masters, which was played in January. So we're talking almost 2 years ago.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been doing well.
He's been doing incredibly well.
I don't think you can complain.
No. Here is Kidambi Srikanth, former world number 1, and lost in the final of the Indonesian Masters when it was a Grand Prix Gold event. Lost to Tommy Sugiarto in 3 games, having actually had match point opportunities, 2 of them in the deciding game. Here his opponent is Jonatan Christie, the number 6 seed, making his 8th appearance here at the Indonesia Masters. And I think we can still call it the same event, even though we've transitioned from the Super Series and Grand Prix Gold era into the World Tour era.
Of course we can.
Otherwise we wouldn't be talking about your All England finals, because they weren't World Tour in those days.
No, we can't have that.
So this, as you can see, will be a 7th meeting between these 2 players, and of the previous 6, honours are shared. But the last time they met was in the 2nd round of the All England Championships of 2019. 3 games it was in Birmingham, 21-12 in the deciding game in favour of this man. And it was just 1 minute shy of the hour in Birmingham. But I think there's been little signs that Kidambi Srikanth has been rekindling some good form. He's been in the wilderness for a little while, which has been terribly sad to see, because he is a wonderful player. 28 years of age, from Ravulapela, brought up in Andhra Pradesh state, in the city of Guntur. So, world number 1 for 1 precious week from the 12th of April 2018, but currently 15 in the world. Now, in the first round, he played against the left-handed Christo Popov, who had replaced Samir Verma in the draw. Now, when I first saw the draw, I was quite interested to see that Samir Verma Kidambi Srikanth matchup.
That would be very interesting.
But he beat the left-handed Frenchman Popov in 3 games, 1 hour and 15 minutes. So he had a tough match, but so too did this man in his first round encounter. Jonatan Christie, currently number 8 on the world rankings, but has been as high as 4. Now, as I was telling you, 8th appearance here. His best was a semi-final. That was in 2019. Lost to the eventual champion, Anders Antonsson. 3 times he's been a finalist, and every time he's been in at least the quarterfinal or better, he has lost to the winner or the runner-up. The only time he didn't lose to the winner was at the last Indonesian Masters, because again he lost to Anders Antonsson, who then lost to Ginting in the last final of this particular event. As you saw, he beat Tamasin of Thailand in the opening round. Could have won in 2 straight games. He had a match point opportunity to do so in the second game, having already won the first, and then ended up playing 1 hour and 20 minutes. So both these players, 1 hour and 20 and 1 hour and 15 minutes on court for the opening rounds. And both of those matches, incidentally, yesterday. Top half of the draw have the luxury of a day off. I'm never sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I was just going to say that.
Because once you're in the rhythm, you want to be playing every day, don't you?
Yes, unless you are really, really exhausted from your first match, then of course it's nice to have a rest.
Sure.
Otherwise, I would prefer when we start, we
Ladies
get
and
going.
gentlemen,
Yeah.
on my right, Kidambi Srikanth, India. And on my left, Jonatan Christie, Indonesia. Kidambi Srikanth to serve. Love all. Play.
Once again, I can only tell you that Jonatan Christie won the toss. I think again he chose ends.
Service over.
But we are not really seeing it on the screen, and you know, the view is blocked here, so I can't really see what they are either saying or trying to say.
Service over. 1 all.
Oh, that's a lovely smash from Jonatan Christie.
Service over. 2,
Yeah, that was sweet.
1.
That was very, very sweet. Connected to that one really well.
Yeah, connected to that too as well.
Yes.
3,
you can hear
1.
it on the sound as we're sitting here. You can really hear how well he's hitting it right in the sweet spot.
It's just long.
4, 1.
It's had some tough old draws of late, has Kidambi. But as I was saying at the start, I do think there's been glimpses that perhaps he's getting back to some better form. But it is of concern that a former world #1 has not won a title since winning the French Open Super Series
17
in 2017.
Yeah.
Yes. 5, 1.
But I agree with you. What we've seen lately, I think he's playing better. And hopefully for him, and of course for Indian badminton, he will remain around the 10 to 15 on the world ranking, perhaps going higher, but he needs to clock up better results. And there are small signs of the fact now.
6, 1.
But I think Kidambi will be struggling in this tournament due to the slower conditions.
Yeah.
He's an attacking player. He relies heavily on his net play to set himself up for good attacking opportunities. And in the slow condition here, I'm not really sure that is working to his favour. And every time I watch Jonatan Christie, I always think that he's got the full package. He can do so many things, but he's not striking the right balance between his defense and his attack. And today I like that he's playing very aggressively. He's taking the points as and when he can. 8-1 up. He's really controlling the match, and you know, he can always rely on his good defense, you know, to counter-attack whatever situation coming from Kidambi. So I really like that he is building upon his defensive foundation and playing aggressive badminton.
Yeah. Yeah. And there was the control at the front of the court. It wasn't really a net shot, was it? But it was good control at the front.
Yeah.
Service
Setting
over.
up a rally for Kidambi.
2-8.
Good play. And what a match, of course, it was for Jonatan Christie to, I would say, secure the
Thomas
Cup against Denmark in the semi-final. Not only in the semi-final, but also in the final. He played some very, very crucial matches.
Yeah, in the final against Li Shifeng.
Yeah.
Chinese play. 21-14 deciding game, and then the celebrations began.
So it did. So it did.
3-8.
But he also did well, of course, against Anders Antonsen in a marathon match in the semi-final.
Now in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Service over. 9-3.
Oh, dear me, did he change his mind? Must have done, surely.
10-3.
I would say I hope so. I hope so.
Well left.
Service over. 4-10.
This is very important for Kidambi.
5-10.
Closing the gap.
Before the mid-game interval.
Yes. 11-3 wouldn't have been looking good.
Service over.
It's 11-5, which
11-5.
Still a fairly big margin.
it is. Sang, Indian coach.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Eleven, 5. Play. Service over. 6-11.
That's quick.
Service over.
It's a very nice follow-up.
12-6.
I like, as soon as you can see Kidambi is getting that shot very low, that he's sort of moving forward, closing down the net. Should the lift come, he will still be in plenty of time to attack it. That's wide.
What do you think has gone wrong with Kidambi? I mean, to go from being world #1 to being the 4th most successful men's singles player in the whole history of the Super Series.
Yeah.
Where he, in 2017, won 2 Super Series titles back-to-back, did that twice.
Yes.
You know, what you don't suddenly become a bad player overnight. What has gone wrong?
First of all, I think he's lost, I don't know how and where and when, but he lost some confidence.
7-13.
Secondly, I think that a lot of players have realized that the basic game of Kidambi is simply not holding up.
What do you mean by basic game?
He's making too many mistakes. As soon as he cannot play his game plan A, you know, which is of course the spinning net shots and the short lifts, and then of course attack that one. If he can't play that game plan, then he's making too many mistakes. His defense is not strong enough, which means that if you attack him, he's not getting enough back to give himself a chance to get back into the rally. The mistakes in his defense is coming too early. He doesn't have a chance to counter-attack within a rally, and the basic game and his defense is simply not holding up, and that's why he's in trouble most of the time. He is basically forced to attack all out from low ball play, and that's virtually impossible.
Yeah. Oh, it's landed in.
Yeah.
Service over.
But you can see here, I know it's probably not one of the best examples, but Jonatan Christie got enough back and got a tiny little chance of a push at the net, and he won the rally. But I'm sure we will have more examples as the match progresses.
Service over. Ten, 14.
Slice rather than full power down the line there from Kidambi.
Yep, it's really good. It's a nice comeback by Kidambi. I really like it, but I also think that suddenly Christie is not able to find the same good balance in his game as he had in the opening, and which means that now he's just sitting back and waiting.
11,
we don't see him attack, we don't see him take that initiative as he did in the beginning, and he's paying the price.
Yeah.
And that's what I said, or tried to say earlier, that I so often wonder how come he's not striking a better balance in his game. Because he's got everything in the toolbox.
Yeah, that's well taken.
Service over.
Prior to that rally, 5 of the last 6 points have gone to
15,
Kidambi.
11.
That's very well taken, actually.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, it's called out. He's challenging.
Jonatan Christie
I
challenges.
think he will lose it. It's
Call
close, but
out.
I think he will lose
Yeah,
it.
you're in a slight better position than me to see that. I think he was so annoyed at himself having missed it. Oh, he caught the line.
It is in. That's really good call. Great call.
Correction in. Challenge successful.
ended up having a very good defense on that one.
16-11. Play. Seventeen, 11.
You can't afford errors like that when you're way behind.
That was 14-11, so he lost the last 4.
Yeah. Prior to that, having won 5 of 6. Oh, well taken. Good commitment coming forward.
Yeah, but once again, you have to say that the defensive shot from Kidambi is simply not of quality enough.
No.
Whatever way you look at it.
Yeah, nice attack. But is it too little, too late?
Service over.
Definitely in this game, I think it's too
12-19.
little, too late.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens in the second.
What is the issue of the defence, Morten? Is it that he doesn't see it early enough, or is it that he doesn't get down low enough? I keep thinking he's very upright in his defence.
The centre of gravity is a little bit too high. He's
Yeah.
not low enough on that, and also the stance is not wide enough. So he's not covering enough, and that just goes back to what you're saying. He's standing a little bit too upright.
Yeah, missed that one, and it's game point opportunities
Service
now
over.
to the number 6 seed, Jonatan Christie.
Game point 12. Service over. 13-20.
Yep. Opening game 21-13.
First game won by
Christie looking very
Jonatan
impressive
Christie,
at the moment.
21-13.
It's the final rally. Now, I can remember at least 3 where he's really committed to making a kill at the front of the court, and that was beautifully taken. 16 minutes on the opening game.
Kamu ceplek aja gitu, dia udah gak enak banget, tapi dia dari tengah belakang dia full banget, jadi kamu udah buka. Don't get to court, right? Don't put that is okay. It's wrong, that is bad. And remind let me see Jonatan hit to back to turn your backside. First time, focus half snap. Please, one more hit back now. Please, don't come on.
Using all of his allotted time. Nuancia, the Indonesian coach. Has there been a change of men's singles coaching.
I think so, yes.
Yes,
Court
because
1, 20
Henry
seconds.
Saputra
Court
used to
1, 20 seconds.
Yeah, he
take the
looks.
men's singles, didn't
He
he?
did, yes. And he was very instrumental when it came to Jonatan Christie, Anthony Ginting, and I cannot remember the third name, but there was one more really good men's singles player, but did not really make it.
Second
Kolik?
game.
From Indonesia.
Kolik? Left-hander?
No.
No.
Love all.
But they've had a few
Play.
that really didn't make it, but they had great potential. I actually think his last name was Maulana as well. He had 3 names. I can't remember.
Service over. 1, love.
He played in Thomas Cup against Denmark. I think he was the one that played Vittinghus when they lost and Denmark won that final.
His son Maulana Mustafa.
Yes, thank you. Got me out of my misery. You know, you just can't help it when a name is suddenly kind of disappearing.
It's a sign of age with us, Morten.
It is. It must be.
Nice backhand. Missed it.
I know it's out of the picture, but I can't help smiling because Park was sort of throwing his hands in the air when that miss came, and as soon as Kidambi turned around, take it easy, take it easy. I thought that was rather funny.
2 all.
Yeah.
Service over.
It's a tough one to get that one across, as what Christie is trying here. In the slow conditions, it's really tough to get that one all the way across. Didn't happen, and of course, as what we saw, Kidambi made a fairly easy kill. But this is a much, much better start.
Yeah. And that's a lovely smash straight
4,
down the line.
2.
Look at this, it's just inside the line. Perfect.
Service over. 3, 4. Quickly. Service over. 5,
Really nice
3.
play by Kidambi. I like the fact that he was not trying to go for a net shot. This is the one, but he actually pushed that very deep into the backhand corner. And I like that change, because so often we see that Kidambi wants to go for the net.
Service over. 4,
You know,
5.
we've seen it several times in this match already. We saw it after that rally. Kidambi beats up on himself when he's missed what he thinks he should have made a winning shot, or, you know, we saw it just before the change of ends when he played that net shot into the net. Beats up on himself And I do wonder, you were talking, that's just long, you were talking in the last match
Service
about
over.
Lo Kin Yu and the
Yes.
fact that
6,
now
4.
that he's succeeded in winning a 500 World Tour event. He's
Yes.
also won a 300
Thailand, yeah.
Thailand. But there's now expectation, and I wonder whether part of the issue has been the burden of expectation that this man has after he became world #1, after he had that super year 2017 where he won 4 Super Series titles, was in 5 Super Series tournament finals because he lost in Singapore as well to Saipani, and whether the whole of India, now the expectation, it's the second biggest sport in India behind cricket, and I think that the pressure may be getting to him.
I think it's a very valid point, and this is a very nice challenge by Kidambi. So it's a successful challenge.
Challenge successful.
Well, how do you get a player if they are struggling with a burden of
7,
expectation?
4.
How do you as a coach get them to overcome that?
It's very tough. It's not an easy one, and that's where all the sports psychologists are coming into play. But
That's a great shot.
Yeah, perfect. But I still think that, you know, the better you prepare,
5,
the better your
7.
chances actually of course overcoming it. And I also think that, you know, one have to say, you know, we're only humans. We make mistakes. We do the best we can. And if you start accepting that and do the best every time you walk off the court, you know that you've done your very best and utmost to win, then nobody can ask any more.
Yeah.
Service
But
over.
I am a little bit
8, 5.
hesitant when it comes to Kidambi and his physical ability. He looks like a fit player, but I'm not entirely sure that, you know, when it's getting really tough, that he's fit enough. And that could also be playing sort of part of everything behind the scene.
Service
Okay,
over.
I have to finish it, because if I'm not
6,
finishing, I would run
8.
out of steam. I have to take the chance, because if I don't do it, I'm running out of steam. So it's perhaps playing at the back of his
I
mind.
think you might have a very good point there. It's going wide.
Yeah.
Service over.
That's a very, very good start here to the second game by Kidambi,
9, 6.
who is definitely much more in control than he was in the opening of the opening game.
Ten, 6.
It was indecision,
Service
hesitation
over.
at the back of the court. Kidambi looked as if he
7,
was going to
10.
leave it, then decided he was going to play it. By the time he had made the decision, it was too late.
But still, the defense not holding up.
That was halfway down the
Service
net.
over.
So it's a 4-point
11,
advantage
7.
for the
Interval.
former world #1, Kidambi Srikanth, here at the mid-game interval of the second game. That's a shocker, isn't it? Look where that lands, Morgan. Literally halfway down the net.
Yeah, going all out.
Nggak ada masalah, ya. Kamu udah buka, pokoknya siap defense-nya, ya kan. Tapi kalau bola-bola
If
gitu
I'm not mistaken,
dari
the
sana ada
Indonesian
silang
coach,
gitu.
he
Karena
was
dia
in
main
Europe for
udah
a while.
minggu lurus
He
sana.
lived no, Wales.
Jadi kamu silang
He lived in
Okay.
Wales for a while.
Okay.
And in fact, I think he represented Wales at one stage.
yang paling
Might be
penting
right on
ya.
that.
Yeah.
Supaya dia Nggak enak ya,
For
nggak nyaman.
120 seconds. For 120 seconds.
But didn't Flande
Back to your chair.
and Enkiang represent England at one stage? They had English flags next to their names, didn't
Now
they?
you're saying it.
Yes.
Now you're saying it.
And then they came over to England to be sparring partners for the English players. Then they
Yes.
started doing really well in international tournaments. Indonesia wanted them back, and then they ended up winning an Olympic bronze medal.
11-7.
Having gone back to Indonesia.
Yeah, so true.
Play.
Funny world.
So, okay, we've been focusing so much on Kidambi.
12-7.
What does Jonatan Christie need to do now to get back the sort of form
He's
showed
gone off the boil.
He has, hasn't he?
Completely off the boil. He's just reacting now. He's not being
Proactive.
at all. He's just waiting. He's sitting back, and this is a very fine example of it.
13-7.
Completely relying on his defence, and that's not enough. He's got to go in and take initiative, play fast, use his smash, and that's what I've said earlier. Find the balance in his game. It's so very often either or.
Service
Now,
over.
that lunge forward exemplifies your
13.
point about his fitness levels. I know that's not talking about stamina, but he hasn't got enough strength in his legs pushing forward there to be in a deep lunge position.
Exactly. I'm happy you noticed. I'm not the only one seeing it.
Oh,
See,
good net
that's
exchange.
much better from Christie.
9-13.
Look at that net shot. What a beauty.
Service over. 14-9. Service over.
So it will be
10,
interesting to see
14.
whether Jonatan Christie can make a comeback here. I actually think there is a fair chance. Ever since we said that he was off the boil, he's been much more proactive. And look at how quickly he's up there, picking up the shuttle once to continue. Add on the pressure, add on the mental pressure as well.
This is an important rally.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That may be an example of what you were talking about, where he feels he's got to go for a winner because the rally was getting extended. I think the longest rally we've had so far is
21 or something.
21 shots.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
It's nothing.
12-14.
Oh, here we go, 24. There we go.
Just proves the point.
Yeah.
Players back on court. Change. Jonathan, change. 14.
4 straight points.
I don't think my prediction is far from.
No. And that 24-shot rally, I think. I said it was an important rally. Back level. On a run of 5 straight points. Oh, threaded it down the line.
Yeah.
My goodness, he needed that point.
Wonderful
Service
smash.
over.
Really, really good smash. But it's a fine line, isn't it?
It is. Oof. You know, I think for the sport, you know, I thought it was great when he was doing so well and he became world number 1.
Definitely.
I mean, he's a very charming young man. He's got film star good looks. So, you know, for sponsors, for, you know, having another personality from another country that's really challenging for titles.
Yes.
He seemed to have everything from that point of view.
I agree with you, and the more the merrier, the more nationalities, the better. So yes, I completely agree with you.
15 all. Thank you.
Yeah, it's interesting because we always talked about the women's singles. You know, we would say anyone in the top 10 could win and all that, and it's great and all that. Of course, not everyone can win, but it's close.
Yes,
it's not far from.
Play.
Even the women's singles, I think, is coming down to 2 or 3 at the moment.
Yeah, but we're missing Carolina Marin.
We are missing Marin.
We've sort of lost Simon Awell.
Yes.
Struggling with injury after injury.
16,
Age is
15.
catching up, no matter how we look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not only that, I think Chen Yufei is kind of differentiating herself in the women's singles. Ang Se-young is coming up, and then I think perhaps Yamaguchi. And I think it's standing between these 3 in the women's singles, so it's coming down in numbers.
Yeah.
And then we have Tai Su-ying as a dark horse.
Yeah, we don't know whether she's coming back.
Nope, haven't got a clue.
So many fans will desperately hope that she does because she's such an entertaining player to watch.
17, 16.
Yep. I agree.
Eighteen, 16.
Well, he did so well to come from 9-14 down.
To 14 all.
Well, to 16-15 up.
Yeah.
7 of 8 points. And he's just lost the last 3.
And that's out.
That's the last 4.
19, 16.
Brilliant.
Ball.
Oh, he's got it back. Well, it was called a fault, but he was...
Perhaps it was on the floor.
Yeah. Well, Christie
Service over.
played the shuttle into the open space
17, 19.
anyway, so it would have been a winner.
Thank
And this
you.
is what you call out manoeuvring an opponent. Ooh, what did you think?
I'm not too sure.
Let's have another look. Oh yes, it did bounce. It did bounce.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great spot by the umpire.
No.
Every time there's a little sense of urgency from Jonatan Christie, he's playing winning. Yeah,
he's winning.
He's winning. Rally lengths are going up.
2 at a time.
Play.
Christie actually had a very good chance of a good attacking opportunity that he did not use, and considering the situation, I was quite surprised that he did not do that.
Service over.
He still won the point previously, but now he's down.
20 game point.
2 game
18.
points down.
Game.
1 game all. 21-18. The second game in the favour
Kidambi
of
Srikanth,
the former world number 1,
21-18.
Kidambi Srikanth.
1 game all.
Yeah, the good smash straight down the line. 40 minutes into the match, and it's 1 game apiece.
4 point continue, no mistake. 1 mistake, you know, only smash mistake. Leg smash, main mistake, side mistake. 4 point continue.
22-21.
Jangan lupa depannya, supaya dia nggak bisa muter gitu. Ya, dan depannya udah bener tuh. Walaupun tadi mati gitu, nggak apa-apa, taruh aja gitu. Kayak kamu kasih gitu. Cuman dari belakang kalau gitu, kamu jangan lurus terus tuh. Jadi biar baca gitu. Coba coba ngelewatin tempat. Cuman kalau di sebelah, nah kamu tuh agak kenceng dikit aja. Karena dia udah 3, gue pindah. Kalau bisa bantuin tunggu. Ya. Kalau nggak, panjang aja.
From here, Savardana and Jeremiah.
Biarin aja dia putar, begini kan.
21, 18, 23.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So everything to play for in this match. Kidambi Srikanth.
Final
I
game.
think if he wins this match and in the quarterfinal,
Love all.
that it's
Play.
really very likely that he would qualify for the World Tour finals, because he's currently number 5.
Service over. 1.
Okay.
Love.
I haven't checked all the
Yeah, Jonatan Christie is way down at 31 at the moment. But let's not forget, Lo Kin Yu, I think, shot up 22 places after winning in Saarbrücken.
yeah.
So there's been so few
It's
tournaments
over.
that these
1
2 back-to-back
all.
here now
Yeah.
in Bali could make a big difference.
They will make a big difference.
Yeah. I haven't done all the calculations
No,
yet.
me neither.
There's too many variables, but
Yes, we can go on forever.
I think that this man will have a very good chance if he wins this qualifying.
2-1. Service over.
Once again, we see the defense
2
of
all.
Kidambi is on the backhand side. It's not good enough. Getting it a bit late, and once again, it's sort of way too loopy and easy for Christie to kill. So again, if you look upon it from Christie's point of view, attack that backhand. I just said it.
I know. That's why I'm giving you the little look there, Morten. Could you give me the lottery numbers as well?
Yeah. Well, that's a good shot from Kidambi. Really nicely played. That's, I would call it attack on the spinning net shot. How early he's getting to it and playing
Service
it. We
over.
didn't see it here, but
3
of course forcing
all.
this short lift.
Oh, that was a good net shot from Christie. Oh, he's missed it.
Yeah, good defense from Kidambi.
4.
But it was
3.
within his range.
Yeah, but yes, it's not too far enough towards the sideline from from Christie. I think he played it a little bit too safe. Ah, he's done that on a few occasions.
Service over. 4 all. Service over.
Another one of the attacking shots
5-4.
from Jonatan Christie. Too close to his opponent.
Yeah, playing them too safe.
Six, 4. Seven, 4.
Court 2, and double match number 24. Please welcome the technical
Yeah,
officier.
finds the line. Well, Jonatan Christie is the last home
Service
player
over.
in the
5,
men's singles draw.
7.
I thought.
And when you consider that Indonesian players have won 7 of the previous 10 men's singles titles at this particular competition, that is rather drastic for the home nation.
bit disappointing. And I still need to see some more urgency from Christie. I've seen him play much better than this.
The umpire of the match, Mohammed Izzat Salman, Malaysia.
6,
And the
7.
submissions, Jauhari Latif.
However, I think Kidambi is actually really, he's doing his utmost, his
Yeah.
very, very best.
And now please welcome Takurohoki Yugo Kobayashi, Japan.
Fault.
Yeah.
Service
Nice
over.
control at the front of the court from Kidambi.
8-6.
And Muhammad Aksan Hendra Setiawan, Indonesia.
Oh, that's nice defence. But where was the smash coming? Right at him.
9-6.
Christie isn't making Kidambi move at all on those attacking shots.
Ten, 6. Service over.
Well, I get
7,
the sense
10.
that this man needs to close down some of this gap before the change of ends. If there's to be a home player,
Into the quarterfinals.
yeah, of the men's singles, who would have thought that? Oof.
8-10.
There's nothing wrong with the idea.
No.
Simply just the execution that's let Srikanth down. Look at that. It would have been a winner. Christie was going all the wrong way.
Play.
Good little
9-10.
spell from Christie. You know, I've just checked, and there was 2 occasions when all 4 semi-finalists in the men's singles discipline at this particular tournament were from the host nation.
Yes,
The
that's good. That's
Yes.
really nicely
Yeah.
played by
Service
Kidambi.
over.
Love that
11,
attack, the
9,
follow-up.
Interval. Change ends.
And it's a 2-point advantage for the former world #1. This one,
Yes, that's good.
yeah.
And again, it's played with an element of risk. That's what you have to do if you want to win your points.
Dari tengah ke depannya tuh yang kita bicarakan itu dia memang, nah jadi kalau ada kesempatan yang panjang dikit aja, panjang dikit ya ke tengah aja kamera, jadi terus dia nggak bisa ngetes.
120 seconds. Court 120 seconds.
Please remember, at the service,
Players back on court. Eleven, 9. Play.
So the moment of truth for both players. Yeah, that's a lovely smash.
It is.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Takurohoki and Yugo Kobayashi, Japan.
Making Jonatan Christie twist and turn.
Thank you.
Hasan and Hendra Setiawan,
Back on court, please.
Indonesia. Takurohoki to serve.
12, 9.
The ball. Straight.
smash. Did you see where that was?
Yeah.
Service over.
Straight at Kidambi.
10-12.
Well, I think he may have a point there.
Challenges.
What did you think, Morten? I thought that may have been
I
just
was wrong
right.
last time, but I think this
I haven't
is...
been right all day so far.
I think it's in.
Yeah, you're right.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 11-12. Play.
No, my goodness, you can't
12
afford that.
all.
No, that's not the right time to do that.
3 straight points to get back level, Jonatan Christie. 12 all.
I can't help saying that. I was thinking in
Oh,
the interval.
goodness.
Service over.
That is going to be interesting to see whether the
13-12.
sort of the psychology of this match is holding up with Kidambi. Should it get close?
Play let.
Are you implying that if it gets close and he gets nervous?
Yes, I am.
Yep. Going wide.
That's a lovely, lovely kill from the net from Kidambi. I like that reverse down the line. Try to have a look at this one. This is really nicely played.
Mm. Well left. Oh my goodness.
Service over.
Mistimed attempted kills.
13-14.
Yeah, the tension I think is building. Missed it.
Yeah.
14 all.
That is actually a really, really good shot from Kidambi. I think that slice across the court there.
The right idea, you mean?
It's a perfect idea, and I think he's doing it really well. Of course, it's so unfortunate for him. It's just out the sideline, but it's a good, good shot.
No, that's gone wide.
Service over. 15-14.
Good net shot. Yeah. set up the rally. That's what you had been talking about earlier on, Morten.
Yes.
16-14.
Game plan A. And he's been very, very successful when he's attacking the forehand side of Christie.
Christie was trying to up his pace then.
Yeah.
But he made no inroads. It's well played by Kidambi.
17-14.
Yeah, it was a very, very good rally constructed from Kidambi, I think. Many really good choices.
Oh my goodness.
18-14.
4 straight points.
Change.
And is this a decisive move? One would suspect so. Well, you just never know.
No, it's a little bit of a seesaw, this.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Yep. 5 straight points.
19-14.
And just 2 points away from the quarter-final once more. It would be his 3rd quarter-final at this particular event if he manages to win the next 2 points. Match point opportunities. Well, this is, I have to say, is disappointing from 14 all. Jonatan Christie has, of course, Kidambi has played well. I don't want to take anything away from Kidambi.
You don't.
But Jonatan Christie just seems to have
Once again gone off the boil.
faded.
There's no urgency, and that's the problem.
Match point opportunities.
Oh, lucky to
Service
get away
over.
with that one.
15-20.
And now Kidambi just have to be cool and calm. Wait for his opportunity.
Yeah, that got deflected by the top of the tape.
Got to try to go for one of the first 2, I think.
Kidambi.
Yes. While he's still got a gap. This one.
Yep. And he converts on his 2nd match point opportunity. 21-15 in the deciding game. And a 3rd quarter-final at the Indonesia Masters for Kidambi Srikanth. But remarkably, for the host nation, for the first time ever, no men's singles player in the quarter-final stage of this particular tournament.
Which is saying something.
It's disappointing for the host nation.
Yeah,
but there is confirmation of the scoreline, 13-21, coming from a game down. Kidambi Srikanth then winning 21-18, 21-15 in a match lasting an hour and 2 minutes. to Bali. Second round action here from the Daihatsu Indonesia Masters. And 2 more matches for us today. Men's doubles first of all, and then we'll finish with a third men's singles. The men's